Alright, dude. What does it mean to know?
To have a good idea of what it is, and you may not be able to have an exact definition, but you know, like in your heart and mind, what it is.
Dang, dude, that's good. Alright. What does it mean to be human?
To be able to make conscious decisions, unlike animals, where we can actually think about the consequences of what happens and look into the future.
Right. At what point do we have accountability for the society?
The point at which you take action in doing anything. So, as in like individual in the society or society as a whole. Whether you just go with the flow or make a change. To be wise. To have lived a lot of life experiences and know a lot about things that go on, and just experience things for yourself, not through other people's eyes.
That's good stuff.
What does it mean to be wise?
To know that you do not know everything, like sort of take everything in stride.
What does it mean to be human? Those are going to get harder.
It's just fun. To be human, to be able to understand like what you're doing, have thumbs, and be able to like have a conscience and like be able to process what you're doing.
What responsibilities do we have to act for the society?
Say it again.
What responsibilities do we have to act for the society?
I don't know. The others the way you're treated. Don't be a jackass.
Right? Alright. What does it mean to know?
No.
Yeah.
Guess you have a lot of knowledge or intelligence, something like that.
What does it mean to be wise?
Be wise. You know a lot from experience.
What does it mean to be human? The next one's even harder, so. Let's just go to the next one. What responsibilities do we have to act for the good of society?
Work on energy and all that stuff makes people not as mean, I guess. Okay, go ahead.
What does it mean to know? Oh geez, you can't know if you know what I mean. So, nobody knows anything in all reality. You're not helping me at all. In philosophy they call it the problem of other minds, you know. How do I know Chris is actually a person? Sometimes I'm worried about the guy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, we don't really know he's a person. He could just be some sort of robotic thing in disguise. Isn't that movie, what's that movie? I, Robot. No.
The Matrix.
No, neither.
Terminator?
Nope. I'll come up with it later. Move on to old Matt over here on wisdom.
What's my question again?
What's it mean to be wise? I think you're
Yeah, dude.
What does it mean? What is wise? Well, I was gonna say it's to know a lot, but we just kind of clarified that we can't know, so I have no idea what it means to be wise now.
I think it's the opposite of foolish.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, we'll take it. Right.
What does it mean to be human? Okay. What does it mean to be human? To be able to understand that humans can't do everything, to be able to accept flaws, and to be able to accept differences.
Sweet.
Probably gonna need a man.
Responsibilities to act good for society. Let's see. Well, responsibilities would be like, be a good neighbor, help out everyone that you can. If they need help, everyone always needs help, so always go help someone. Give to charity. And good for society. Let's see. Community service is always good for society. So help out with that. Let's see, something else.
Some examples of how you do this, JC?
Yeah. Well, you could do it either forcefully or voluntarily. So.
No, how you do it.
Okay. Let's see how I do.
You're ruining it.
Community service would be just go around and like today, since there's a lot of snow out, just go shovel people's sidewalks. That's good for community service. So.
Alright, what does it mean to know?
Scientific evidence proven to support your facts.
Alright, what does it mean to be wise?
Socrates was correct. I think wise is not wisdom, is common sense. Like, just not seems like a bad idea, and then it is a bad idea.
What does it mean to be human?
23 homologous chromosomes would be the Homo sapien species.
You would. What responsibilities do we have to act for the good of society?
Basically, just don't be a D-bag to everybody.
Exactly, that's where
Help out when you can, you know.
Okay, so what does it mean to know?
Sorry.
I believe that you should be well informed if you're someone that knows what's going on around you, what you are doing personally, what you can be doing for others. You should be knowing what your beliefs are and what other people's beliefs are, and I think that you should be well-rounded in your knowledge base, which comes partially to common sense, but also educational. And I believe that we have to know a part of our history as well as the technology of today, moving forward for future. No. Second.
What does it mean to be wise?
What does it mean to be wise? That you learn from your experiences and your failures. That if you fail, you change what you do next time, and you help others around you, and you take from your own experiences and you give to other people the knowledge that you have and a good basis of how you should live your life with other people.
And then what does it mean to be human?
It means that you have hubris, that you have pride, you make mistakes, that you overcome obstacles every day that exceed what is classified as human capabilities, which means always improving yourself and never settling for just being a person. You classify yourself as a human and live up to the expectations of society and those around you. It's above and beyond any other species, any other race, and we're intellectually superior.
And what responsibilities do we have to act for the good of society or something?
I think that everybody needs to be knowledgeable about government and politics and laws and regulations, and I feel that everybody needs to be a part of a community and should be more willing to give to each other without being selfish about it. That goes along the lines of having good morals and being able to do community services just to help other people out. In today's society, there's so many people that don't have the means to get by, and there are a lot of people that could be helping them out with that. I also think that we need to question everything that we see around us, because not all of it is true, and I believe that we need to be individuals, but come together as communities, as states, as one nation, not necessarily on the basis of peace, but on our ideals and our beliefs towards other people.
Alright, what does it mean to know?
Following Socrates' logic, you can never know in the ignorance. You should know your own ignorance. But to know is to hold true to a belief that you have based on your faith, most likely your background.
What does it mean to be wise?
Wisdom is perceived by others, not yourself. You thinking you're wise probably doesn't mean you're actually that wise. When others consider you wise, on the other hand, most likely that means there's ultimate truth to it. Some of the wisest people in our lives would be, well, ancient lives. Aristotle, Plato, Socrates actually believed themselves not to be wise, but the public found them wise. And if you look at the greatest leaders of our generation, Winston Churchill might be one of them. He's not American, but he is an amazing leader. He was a very, very wise man, but he himself did not perceive himself to be wise. So the perception of others grants you wisdom. Your own ignorance will grant you false wisdom that you create yourself.
What does it mean to be human?
Human comes down to the ability to love. Love is not an inherent scientific normality. We shouldn't love. It doesn't make any sense to love based on the fact that it doesn't benefit us for survival. Love doesn't give you food. Love doesn't give you shelter. Love doesn't give you stability. However, without love, there seems to be no purpose to life in general. So humanity, I made that word up, to be human is as simple as to find love and to love.
What was the last one?
What responsibility do we have to act for the good of society?
What's it harder?
Ooh, that was actually kind of tricky. Responsibility to act for the good of society. If you're not benefiting each other, and you're not questioning each other's lives, and you're not building one another up, I don't really see the purpose to existing. A famous quote from a favorite movie of mine, I am a film major, would be Kingdom of Heaven, and it is, what man is man who does not make the world a better place? And I think that holds true. It was originally said by a Frenchman on his quest for the Crusades, and it's an excellent quote, because if you're out to benefit yourself, that'll only go for so many years, and eventually you will die alone and sad, and without really lived your life because you're too selfish. So this responsibility we have to each other and to ourselves is to live for one another so we can grow and prosper as a society and a generation.